You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Canada. All right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm seeking child support and back pay from this man.
Okay, just straightforward. That's what I like. Just get right into it. How old is the child?
The child is now 3 years old.
3 years old.
And I have not received any child support.
In 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, guys, buckle up for this one, because the moment this case opens, it detonates. What starts as a simple child support hearing instantly spirals into accusations, secrets, and a whole lot of truth nobody was prepared to face. We've got Rocky, a mother demanding 3 years of unpaid support, and a man who isn't denying the affair, but is denying he's the only possible father. And when the judge steps in, the entire backstory hits the courtroom like a wrecking ball. Stay with me, because this case starts messy and only gets messier.
All right. Sir, is there a reason you haven't given her any child support in the past 3 years?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
What is that?
We've been discussing the paternity obligations.
Okay.
Under the circumstances, I don't think I was the only person having a fling with Rocky at the time that she and I had that time together.
Excuse me? Are you implying something?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I understand that you may have been seeing some other people in addition to me. And the reason that I haven't provided
Well, those are rumors.
He hesitates, he stalls, and then he finally says it. He thinks she wasn't only seeing him. This is where the temperature in the room subtly shifts. Legally, he's trying to establish doubt, because doubt buys him time. Emotionally, he's poking a very raw wound. And notice how calm he stays, almost rehearsed, while she fires back immediately. The judge watches all of this, letting the tension build, because these reactions say more than their words. Right here, the core conflict becomes crystal clear: truth versus reputation. And when someone feels cornered, the truth usually gets messier before it gets honest. Do you think he's protecting himself or hiding something much bigger?
I understand that. I understand that, but you haven't complied with my request for DNA test either, and that's my key. Is that if I have an obligation, I like to make sure it is my obligation and not the obligation of some other father.
Well, maybe you should have been obligated to your wife whenever you were having an affair with me.
You're right about that. And honest
So
truth is
you are
that,
admitting that you're married?
yes.
Okay.
And I've told her that we had this fling.
You didn't
told
tell
your
me you
wife
were
that?
married until after.
That's correct. That's correct. I did not tell you.
I'm sorry, I won't disrupt you guys anymore. Go ahead.
Okay. So, from my perspective, Your Honor, I certainly understand the situation. I'm not trying to be hard-hearted, so to speak, about this.
This moment explodes fast. She flips the script and brings up his wife. Suddenly, his logical request turns into a spotlight on hypocrisy. Affairs complicate everything in family court, not legally, but emotionally. The judge absolutely caught that shift the second she said it. And here's the kicker. He admits it. Calmly. This isn't just a paternity dispute anymore. It's a triangle nobody asked for. Her anger isn't just about money. It's about betrayal layered with denial. His voice stays steady, almost too steady, like he's practiced this explanation before. But is he being honest, or just trying to look honest?
Yes, but I think that there's some other questions that need to be answered before we agree on paying any kind of support, because at this point, we haven't confirmed whose child this is.
Okay. Well, I definitely have some questions too, but I don't think they have anything to do with child support. It's more about you guys' backstory, but that has nothing to do with me. However, has this man taken a DNA test at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did he sign anything at the hospital?
No, he wasn't
acknowledging that he was the father? Okay. Before we can actually place him on child support, he either has to accept parentage, which, according to what I'm hearing, you're really not accepting it.
He's in denial about his affair and doesn't want his wife to find out.
My wife knows.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
right.
knows now.
He's lying.
You told her?
I would have heard from her by now. I work with him, ma'am.
Oh. At the welding place?
I'm a receptionist there.
She's a receptionist there. I'm a manager.
That's how we met.
You're her direct manager. Oh, okay. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that much tea this morning.
The judge cuts straight through the emotion here and resets everything. Parentage must be established. Legally, this is the cleanest moment in the entire case. No DNA means no child support order, period. But watch how she immediately calls out the backstory. They're arguing about affairs, jobs, rumors, none of which determine support. His co-worker reveal shocks even the judge. Suddenly, the entire relationship dynamic snaps into place. Workplace romance, secrecy, imbalance, and serious trust issues. With all this emotional weight, the DNA result becomes more than proof. It becomes the one thing no story can twist. And that makes you wonder, can a test really settle a situation this tangled?
So, yeah, he's entitled to a DNA test.
Sure.
Okay, so before we can move forward with anything in terms of child support, looking at your financial documents you provided, he first needs to get a DNA test. So what I can do is you guys go and get the DNA test, then you can come back at a later date, possibly, if he's the father. If he's not the father, you're more than welcome to bring back as many people as necessary. I'm not implying by any means that what he's saying is true.
Right, he's
but
definitely
if he's
the
not
father.
the father, you can bring back as many people as necessary to get DNA testing, and we actually find the father and place him on child support.
Well, I know who it is, so that's not necessary, but thank you.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Your Honor, can we get your assistance in...
This is where the judge takes full control. She lays out the roadmap clearly. DNA first, everything else second. No accusations, no speculation, just the legal process. But the emotional heat doesn't drop. Notice how the mother instantly says she already knows who the father is. That confidence could mean certainty or desperation. Meanwhile, he finally asks the judge to compel the test. That's the first time he shows urgency, not defensiveness. The judge even makes it easy. Free testing, same building, no excuses. Now the question becomes, when the truth is just one test away, who's more afraid of what it will reveal?
And having this thing compelled so that we can get this DNA testing done expeditiously?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it will be done through the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
Because they are actually on site in the courtroom, and it will be in the courthouse rather. And it will be much easier and free to you all to go ahead and use their resource. There's nothing further. You all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Rocky?
You're welcome.
If I have obligations here, I'll stand behind them.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's where this courtroom clash ends for today. No final judgment, just a clear path forward. The judge stripped away all the noise and centered everything on one fact. The DNA test will decide the truth no argument can. Between affairs, workplace tension, hidden emotions, and two very different versions of reality, this case proves how messy life gets when honesty arrives late. If this moment hit you as hard as it hit that courtroom, drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more high-stakes legal breakdowns.